kitchen. Vegas edition. Yep, we're out traveling. But even if we're traveling, we do like to eat well, we like to cook. And also the restaurants here are also quite expensive. When we travel, we carry two types of coffee filters with us. May not seem important, but we also like to have good coffee, and the stuff in the hotel rooms is always stale. So we grind our own coffee and brand. We never know what sort of coffee pot's going to be, so we bring the number 4 cone and the little basket. The little basket's very important because it allows you to prep your ingredients up ahead of time, and you're not cleaning up a whole bunch of plates. What we're going to make is a chickpea soup with a little bit of ham in it. It's going to have ham, mushrooms, onions, fresh basil, and garlic. Going to have a little bit of chicken broth, a little bit of water. Now most people, when they put together a soup, they think you put all the broth in first and then add your ingredients. Completely backwards. What you want to do is put your ingredients in instead of the oil or the broth and sear them. This allows the flavors to come out. So just a little bit of olive oil in the pan, about medium-high heat. See how it's starting to ripple a little bit there? You want it to start rippling pretty good. And coat your pan. Don't need a lot of olive oil. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to throw in these onions. Now I'm using something called a boiler onion. It's just a little guy. You usually put them in soups and stews, whole. But I like to slice them up in these little rings because it just looks so darn cute. Throw those in. The pan's not quite hot enough yet, but we'll get there. But again, by searing the vegetables, cooking up just a little bit ahead of time, you release the flavor. Now this is a real quick soup. Okay? Okay, we're starting to get the sizzle. Now to the onions, I'm going to add about a 1/4 teaspoon crushed red pepper flakes. This gives the soup a little bit of bounce. I'm also going to add a bay leaf. Again, bay leaf, good flavor. And this way you open up the oils out of the bay leaf. Essential oils you're going to need. Start to get the sizzle. Because we're just, like I said, we're going to sear these a little bit, get the flavors up enough. We got some mushrooms we're going to throw in there. We've got some fresh chopped basil. You want the mushrooms to just start wilting a little bit down. You want to add your ham. Now we're making a soup for 2. This will actually feed about 4 people. Oh, keep an eye on your bay leaf. You don't want to lose that. That's not a present to put in somebody's bowl. Okay, what we've got here, we've got about 2 of those little boiling onions, which is about a 1/4 cup. We've got about 2 teaspoons of fresh basil. See how it's starting to roll up? And you see down here, we're starting to get some stuff to the pan, stuck to the bottom. That's great. That's flavor. And we've got, about 2 ounces of ham in there. And we saw it was about a tablespoon of olive oil. Last of the roasting ingredients, garlic. About 3 good-sized cloves. Just mash them up and throw in. Boy, I wish I had smell on this camera. The reason why you put them in last is you don't want to burn your garlic. If you burn garlic, it gets bitter. Okay, we're about ready to add broth. Now, what this is doing is deglazing the pan. Okay? To that we're going to add our can of chickpeas, which is our bonzo bean. 1 can, make sure you rinse them off. Now we're going to want to bring this up to a boil. I'm going to get a can of water in there too. Gorgeous looking soup so far, but there's going to be a surprise ending to it. Okay, one final ingredient, fresh rosemary. Now in Las Vegas, this stuff grows wild everywhere. We were able to just walk down the street and find some. Put that sprig in there. And now we're just going to put the lid on it and let it come to a boil. We'll be right back with you.
Are we going there? Or there?
We're actually going to be doing a soup and sandwich today. We'll be making a panini without a panini press. I'm going to show you how to do that. Take a look here. We've got our basic ingredients. We've got ciabatta bread. We have some nice deli ham and some smoked lox, which is salmon. Love that stuff. We have some Anaheim pepper, tomatoes, basil, mozzarella, and you notice this little dish of rosemary here. That's going to be a very important part of the sandwich. First off, we're going to roast our pepper a little bit in the pan. Just a little bit of olive oil. And we'll take our pepper and put that in the pan. And to that, we're going to add a pinch of rosemary, just to, well, spice it up. Okay, I'm just going to let that stuff roast for a minute. We're going to go back and put together a sandwich. Real simple sandwich to do. I'll put my Dijon mustard here. I'm going to put a goodly amount of Dijon mustard on these. Got a spatula here. To that we're going to put a couple pieces of provolone cheese. Find that at any deli. But use what cheese you like, use what meat you like. This is just the way we like it here. To that we're going to add ham. That looks like about enough ham. And then we're going to put some basil leaf, fresh basil leaf. Oh, something else we are adding to it is mushrooms. Let me find those and throw them in the pan. Our soup's boiling up nicely. Take a look at that. We don't want to cook the mushrooms necessarily, we just want to warm them up a bit. Okay, we're going to come back over here to the sandwich. We'll add our tomatoes to it. To that we're going to add our lox, peppered lox. We like the peppered stuff. Just a smoked salmon, Nova Scotia smoked salmon. Put our roasted peppers and mushrooms on that with the rosemary. Go back on the heat. Yeah, no, I'm getting my fingers in it, but I washed them. Got a good looking sandwich. A couple more pieces of provolone. That's going to hold everything together. Okay. We're going to
turn down the packs.
Put a little bit more olive oil in that pan and get it rolling around. Now, we're going to make a panini without a panini press. Grab a sandwich here. Set her right down there. Grab the paper towel. Now the soup has boiled enough. So we're just going to use it for panini press. This is how you improvise cooking on the road. Now when we travel, we carry quite a bit of, spices and utensils and things like that because we never know what we're going to run into. I always travel with pepper and salt and pepper. This is a grinder, they're both in there. And I have a bunch of other little grinders. We've got garlic pepper, we've got Italian herbs, and we've got garlic sea salt. No vampires ever bother me. We'll be back with you. Look here, you'll see that our panini is just done. Pull that off, set it aside so it can cool a little before we slice it up. Take this pan off and we'll move the soup back to the front burner. Now, in here we've got all those great flavors, but I'm going to remove the rosemary. It's done its job. I'm going to look for the bay leaf because it's done its job. And now, turn that down low, we're going to add about 4 cups of kale. Now we want that in there just long enough to wilt. You're looking at a high fiber soup and a high fiber sandwich. Lots of protein. Those chickpeas or garbanzo beans give up a lot of protein. And the ham in there is just for added coloration and decoration. Now, this soup here, again, you can put other things in it. You use chorizo. You can use other types of sausage. It's just that here we're traveling and, well, we had deli ham. So it works. See how it's just nicely wilting up or down? Okay. Back with you in a minute. Okay, that soup is wilted perfectly. I'll just dish up for a quick lunch and then head back out to the fun. Now I'm sure some of you are back there and you're wondering, okay, you're in Vegas. Why aren't you out there gambling? I did. I crossed Las Vegas Boulevard on foot. I made it. Okay. And here we go. Soup and sandwich.